it will be done. File slaying right now is top priority. Do not ever accuse me of not being interested in the actual decisions being made at the meetings. I do a lot of things, even behind the scenes, to work for this community that people do not even know about. I did too look at the cinder samples. I was the first one to look at the cinders when the container was put on the table before the meeting started. When Percy ran his fingers through it, I was sitting right next to him watching. I trust Percy's judgment since he has more experience in this matter. I did not make excuses for the road crew. I stated facts given to me by Dirt and Gravel and PennDOT as to why our roads are so bad, and they never once said it was our road crew. Mike was hired by the past supervisors and permanently hired after his 6-month probation. Obviously, he did a good job, or he would not have been hired. And they would have let him go on his 6-month probation. One past supervisor has a vendetta against Mike because of a disagreement in the past. He continues to hold a grudge and badmouth Mike. You need to let it go. Mike is not making excuses when he speaks up at the meeting, but he's trying to explain why we have issues on certain roads. Mike is a hard worker and a good employee. This is a fact and not an excuse. There was no easy way to say this, but at the last meeting, Scott, you made a statement, and I have to say you're a liar. At the last meeting, you stated the election board did not have my name listed as a supervisor, and they still had Ray Bellows. I called them, and Amber, who works at the office, said on 12/19/2023, I was listed as a supervisor, and again in January 2024. And after you questioned if I should be sitting up here as a supervisor due to it being an election year and I did not put in my petition. I called PSAP and they said you read and comprehended the rule wrong. I do not have to put in a petition to run until the January 2025 year. The municipal election is held that year. The election board confirmed this also. Did you read it wrong, or was this a deliberate lie? You need to get your facts straight before you open your mouth. We have approximately 2,000 residents and under 10 complaints. This shows me that most of the residents are happy with what we are doing. We are addressing these complaints that we do have, not ignoring them. Luke especially has put a lot of time and effort into working very hard at this along with me and Percy. They will be definitely taken care of. We need to work together, all of us. We need to stop trying to drag each other down. This is very unproductive when people act this way. Again, I would like to repeat, we need to work together, all of us. We need to stop trying to bring each other down. This is very unproductive when people act this way. And thank you for your time.
Well, I'm surprised that wasn't during the meeting, not before the meeting. That kind of sounds a little shady to me.
All right, announcement and identification video.
I'm
You're
videoing.
recording? Tammy?
I'm recording.
I am recording, not video, but audio.
Oh, you missed it again.
Well, it'll still be there.
Public participation, Scott Phillips.
So, first of all, I called the election board before the last meeting, and they did not know that you were a supervisor. They said that Ray Bellows was still a supervisor. So, don't call me a liar, because what I told you was a fact. I made a phone call the day before the meeting. Renee from the election board said, Ava lost the election, she's not a supervisor. And I said, Ray Bellows resigned, and Ava was appointed in December. And they said, we were unaware of that. So that wasn't a lie. So don't call me a liar until you get your facts straight.
You never said that in the last meeting.
I did too. I said that.
No, you did not.
Are you calling me a liar?
Yeah,
Because there's a
basically,
recording
yeah.
of the last meeting.
Yeah, I am.
You're calling me a liar?
Yeah, and I have before up here. You don't remember.
You what?
When you were a supervisor up there, I called you a liar then too. And I was right. You were.
Okay.
Pretty much most of what you do say is wrong.
Oh,
It's just another one
okay.
to add to the list.
So let me just clarify about the election. Renee is in receipt of 2 emails that contain the meeting minutes where Ray resigned, and then the meeting minutes when Ava was appointed. I read receipts and an email that was sent in December. On top of that, in January, every year, there's an annual report that has to be filled out and submitted to election, giving a list of all of the elected and appointed officials, which she has that as well. So, election was aware
When
of
I
her
called,
being a
when I
supervisor.
called her, the 2 girls both in the office, I talked to them both because one said Ava's not a supervisor, and then she went and got the other girl in the office and I talked to her. Neither one of the 2 girls in the election office that I spoke to knew that Ava was a supervisor. So don't call me a liar.
No, they don't
Well,
know.
they told me that
They told her the
they
exact
told me.
opposite the next day.
That's what they told me.
Well, that's fine. I'm telling you what they told me. That's
Well, you
all.
also said, though, that she was supposed to run for election this year, and you were wrong about that.
I
too.
asked if she was supposed to run.
No, you said
You
she
stated.
No, you
was supposed
stated
to.
I
You
was
went
wrong. I
on and on about how
stated
she
it.
was
Okay.
supposed to file something. And I questioned why we were even talking about it in a township meeting.
I
Because
thought we could talk about anything we wanted to in public participation.
but township business is what's supposed to be discussed in meetings,
Not
not who's
election.
Oh,
running for supervisor.
well, then why are we talking about all the things that are being said on Facebook then?
Because they're lies.
No, there's
Okay, I
that.
want to know who runs that page.
Yeah, let's, I'm waiting.
I want to know
for
who
this
runs
one.
that page.
Bunch of people.
Who started that page, because I'm going to get you guys for slander, my name on that page. You
Go ahead.
and you.
Go
Let's
ahead.
take account
Go
of
ahead.
who's being
You're
honest
lawyer.
now.
Let's go.
Let's go, because you're slandering. You're slandering my name all over. I don't slander you guys' name all over
All right.
there.
Don't worry, Tammy knows who's
I'll
right.
make a motion to.
Oh, yeah, I know,
Said
that's why
Andy
I'm
was
waiting,
right.
that's why I'm waiting to see who's gonna be honest and admit who's an admin on that page.
There's a bunch of admins on there.
Yeah,
guys-
and there- a
you guys
bunch of
can't
them are
admit
right
who's-
here in this
who
room, so
started the
who's
page,
gonna be
can they?
honest?
Do I run your name in the ground?
I told you.
No.
You
Go
do
ahead,
run my
you're
name
a
in the
lawyer.
ground everywhere, Mike. You do run my name in the ground everywhere.
Yeah,
So
where?
don't say you
Where?
He
don't.
doesn't put anything
Where?
on Facebook. I've never read anything on
Did you see
Facebook.
anything, you see anything about Facebook about your name from me?
We'll talk to people in Ridgebury. I
Go
talk to
ahead.
people in Ridgebury, they're my friends. They tell me what you
Well, I
say.
think we should move on.
And it's not just me.
This is
Moving
our
right
first
along.
one. We
So
need
what I want to
move
talk
on.
about, is the roads. Where we graded the roads, again, we left a pile of dirt. All along the road, the water can't get in the ditch.
That's bull.
And let's talk 6 years when you were in here, the roads weren't built up. What'd you do in the 6 years you were here? Why is this all thrown on me in the year and 5
Because
months
you're
I've
running the
been?
grader and you're not scraping the shoulder off so the water can get in the ditch.
So where do you want me to put the stuff off the shoulder? You want me scraping Danny's yard?
Why don't you want to do something with the stuff on the shoulder?
Where do you want me to do
Where do
it?
you think is on the shoulder?
Where would you like me to put it?
What do you think is on the shoulder?
I think you just got to stop arguing.
Where would you like me to put the stuff on the
What did you tell
shoulder?
me when they graded the other side of Vetter Road, the first time he graded it, and he was pushing material over the bank? What did you tell me then?
What I'm asking you.
What did you tell me then?
What, we're
Do you
throwing the
remember?
material away.
Exactly, because he was
What do
scraping.
you think
Because
the
he was
shoulder?
scraping the berm off the shoulder of the road.
What do you-
Now it's okay for him to do that.
No, what?
Then it wasn't.
That's not what I'm saying at all.
That's
You're putting words
exactly
in my
what you're
mouth.
saying.
I asked
So
him,
what would
It's
you like?
exactly what you're saying.
I asked him-
Contradicting yourself.
I asked him, I'm gonna
Okay.
ask you the same question.
So
What do you think the shoulder of that road is made of?
Dirt.
Dirt and grass and sod
Dirt,
and
where did the
snow.
dirt come
Cinders
from?
mostly, probably.
Cinders, where do you think your stuff goes when you plow?
Right, it's all stuff
So why
that
would
came
you want
from
to
the
bring it
road.
back? So why would you want to bring it back into the road?
Because it came from the road, it is the road.
You don't fill
It's
potholes
cinders,
with
it's no good.
That's not proper maintenance of the roads.
Have you taken a dirt and gravel class?
Yeah, I have.
How many?
Twice I went to dirt and gravel
Twice.
roads training. The burden of the road was once the road. The snowplow
Did
pushed
we
it off
just
the
take a dirt and gravel
road, the
class?
traffic.
Tammy, what'd they tell you to do with the edge of the roads?
You don't grade it back into the road.
You
Okay.
get rid of it. You
Okay.
add fresh
It's not,
material.
then that's what
Every-
your road is made of.
Every other township that you see, they take the shoulder material and they mix it back in with the road material every year.
It's
They
not
do,
proper-
drive around.
It's not proper
Nobody is
maintenance.
dumping it over the bank and pushing it in the ditch, except for Mike.
That's not true.
That is true.
Because I asked Rodney the other day when I talked to Rodney, he said he adds material to his roads.
Of course they add material.
And
We
he
added
put- and
material
he
to
gets
our
rid of-
roads.
and he gets rid of the crap that's on the edge of the road, he gets rid of it. He loads it with the excavator, or they pull it in the center of the road, he picks it up with a loader and a truck.
And makes a mess.
Luke, am I right or am I wrong?
Correct.
Excuse me, Percy, I think we're not
So
getting.
how do you say every other township
You don't
does it?
like Mike,
Okay.
and so I think you should just stop
So-
fighting with
so-
Mike, because you don't like him.
So what I want to know is, why are the roads, in the last year and a half, the roads have gone to shit?
No, they
I
haven't.
think
They
they're
were before.
100% better.
You,
Where?
show me the road that's 100%
The only
better.
one that is your road that we haven't got to yet.
Let me
Drive
tell
down
you
mine,
something.
there's no
I
potholes on
pay
my road. You ought to know,
taxes.
you've been
I
driving
live
down
on a
last
main
2 months.
blacktop road.
Yeah,
You
I've been
people
driving down your road,
bitching
you know
at
why?
you for
You know
no
why?
reason.
Because Mike has never graded your road.
Yes,
How
he
many
did.
taxes?
No, he
you guys
didn't.
pay this road this
No, he
year?
didn't.
Fuck you
Did
guys.
too.
No, your road hasn't been graded since
Ask
Danny
Tim.
and Bobby
Tim
did it
Rowe.
right.
That's Timmy.
Can
we get the meeting back to where it needs to be?
Yeah, we
Blacktop.
need it back.
Stop,
You got-
Bring it
stop.
back in, bring
You
it back.
what?
You wouldn't have the roads you got now if it wasn't for the taxpayers on the blacktop supporting your asses. I pay a lot of taxes and get nothing for it. What are you bitching about?
You were a
You
supervisor.
choose to live on a dirt road.
You were a supervisor.
That's your choice.
You were a
Don't come in
supervisor,
here
you don't
and
know where
bitch
we get our
about
money?
These guys busting their ass because you don't know what you're talking about. You put $1 million worth of shit on the road that's not state improved. You took taxpayers' money to buy it instead of using the fuel money that you should have done.
Where's the fuel money come from?
Taxpayers.
Does it come from taxpayers, sir? It comes from every mile of dirt road in Ridgebury. It doesn't come from you people on the
It
blacktop.
comes from the
Was that
oil
the fuel,
companies.
was
where-
that state approved
Oh, yeah.
material?
No, it
I'll
doesn't.
make a motion to accept the meeting minutes from June meeting.
I second it.
All in
You've
favor?
been hearing, you
Aye.
bitch, and you bitch, and you bitch, and
Financial
you think you're
report.
entitled. You're not entitled.
June,
Who are you?
on Galvin Road and take
I pay
You
taxes.
drive these dirt roads, you sit down, you sit down here on your blacktop road and tell me to be quiet about my shitty roads.
Order to the meeting, come on.
enough.
Thank
Or you'd be
you.
asked to leave.
Bullshit.
Hey,
I'll make a motion to accept the June
hey,
financial
you guys,
report.
knock it off.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Monthly expenses, we already looked at them. I'll make a motion to pay the monthly expenses.
Second motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Fund transfer.
He is right.
Oh, I didn't write it down.
The
20,000.
fuel- No, the fuel money does come from per mile for dirt road.
Yeah, it was a state approved.
But,
It's a material state approved.
yeah, but still.
That material you say is state approved.
Mike, I'm not disagreeing there, but I'm just saying that we do
Yeah,
get so much
I'll
money.
make a
from
motion
roads.
to transfer $20,000
Straighten your
from
ditches.
ARP account to payroll.
And it's shale, you can't use shale.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
You don't know what a real road looks like.
Ordinance
We've
enforcement.
driven Athens Township roads for 50
The camera
years and they
again.
suck.
The
I
meeting
know
has
it's
to
very
be
important,
important.
just
Stop
like it.
talking, please.
Really?
No,
Yep,
Me
really.
too,
You,
because you're acting like you are.
you guys have
What?
to stop
Yeah, you're
acting
talking,
like
we're
you're
trying
too.
to conduct business, please.
Road crew summary, Mike?
We're working on Sealy, going to Klaus, grading, putting material down, cleaning ditches, fixing other stuff that needs to be fixed, addressing what we can.
Right. All right.
And your road, I know Luke and all of us are working on yours too.
And in the winter, it'd be nice to get it plowed before 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's never been like that until 2 years ago, someone changed the plan. And now I can't even get into work, my wife is a teacher, can't get into work. They 18th it up, I don't know what time they start working.
Fortunately, we don't get much snow, so moving right along.
You were lucky last year.
Correspondence and communication. Black Hill Energy, doing another gas well.
Consumptive use, Ridgebury Township.
Old business none, new business none.
They just frickin' bust her out.
School bus,
Yeah,
school bus
That's
down that
it,
road?
meeting adjourned.
Can you get a new flag?
We have one.
One outside?
We have one. Mike,
right below my house, my dog.
Mike, I have a flag in the closet. Can you replace that one, please?
Thank you.
It's caught.
Well, that was exciting.
That's just for something.